Marshall here today, the number one coach in the world, who is coaching the CEOs of the Fortune 500 companies. Amazing man, a person who is a believer in giving all the time, and I have an opportunity to talk to him. I'm Siri from Alpha Stars. So, Marshall, since you're coaching the top leaders of these Fortune 500 companies, what is the innermost shift these leaders create within themselves to be at that position?
I think the biggest shift is a shift from being a great achiever, a smart person, a person who's always right, being a person who's helping others be a success, a person who's creating an environment where others are the heroes. And it's very easy to understand the theory of this. It's quite difficult in practice. It's hard to give up the practice of being right and smart and improving yourself and making it all about me, to realizing it's no longer all about me. I really need to make it about these other people.
That's what it is.
Yes.
And what has been your innermost shift that has made you what Marshall is today?
I think one of them, there have been several. One is the great realization that my biggest challenge is working with great people. And that if I don't work with great people, I'm probably wasting my time. And that I can help great people who are motivated and want to get better. And if they don't, I probably can't. And in the same way that the CEOs learn it's not about them, as a coach I've learned it's not about me. It's about the great people and just creating an environment that helps them learn from everyone around them. And don't make it about everything they learn from me, because that's a minor part of the problem.
So it's been your journey in so many years, and you also mentioned that earlier that one of your biggest values is to give, and that's what you've been doing. So why your journey when you started from where you were and to now, right? In between, when it was a time when you mentioned that what your family life was and you came here. So what was it? What was that biggest strength in you that kept you moving and made you today the number one coach?
I think if I had to pick one, I love what I do.
So basically love what you do.
I love what I do. See, if you love what you do, you never work. So I sometimes get paid, and I sometimes don't get paid. It makes absolutely no difference. I work exactly the same way if I get paid or if I don't get paid. Why? Because I love what I do.
So what is that inner strength which made you just...
I'm not sure strength is the right word.
Okay.
Because for me, it's not that I feel stronger than other people. I'm lucky in the sense that I feel I get to do something I love to do. And there's two words, happiness and meaning. Happiness is the process. I love the process of what I do. It's fun for me. It's not painful or onerous. I don't feel bad. Two, it's meaningful to me. No one can define happiness for anyone but ourselves, and no one can define meaning ourselves. So what I do for me is meaningful, and what I do for me makes me happy. Well, if that's true, it's not like I have to work hard or make some sacrifice or anything. Do what you love to do. If you do what you love to do, you're never working.
And you mentioned that you were a professor.
Yes.
And so that's like long left behind. And so
Well, I still teach at Dartmouth. I teach executives and I teach some MBA schools. I just taught at Vanderbilt with my daughter.
Oh.
That was nice. I'm a teacher anyway, so I love being a teacher. So to me it's the same, teaching at a college, teaching is teaching.
So what would you tell the leaders who are the upcoming leaders, that what kind of innermost shift they need to create within themselves so that they can reach to that level of leadership position?
In the new world,
Yes.
consistent learning. They have to be learning all the time. The pace of change is getting greater and greater and greater. You can't coast. And you have to just keep learning and growing, and it's not easy. You can't just do your job, because that's today's job. You have to be preparing for tomorrow, which is going to be different. So it's going to be more and more learning, more and more growing, more and more that's a requirement of life.
That's what it is. You have to be consistently learning. That's nice. I love it. So I would just like to share with you, So what do you think of this particular model that we have created, starting from being to do to know to have and be, and then getting down to the beliefs and behaviors and capabilities and values. So how do you say this fits into your system of coaching?
You described the cycle for me.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. So it's like when you are into your being and you're unique, and when you connect to your own inner self with the pure love inside,
Mhm.
so you can do something about it, and in that process you just have learning,
Mhm.
and then you become what you really want to do with the identifying with the purpose that you have, becoming as an identity as a person, living the values, having the beliefs, and then developing the capabilities and with the change of behaviors and also leaving certain patterns
Mhm.
and then reflecting on the talents that you have. So it really helps you to create that inner mode shift change, tapping the unconscious and the conscious both and increasing your learning ability so that you can really gain and move towards that, getting into the internal resourceful state and moving out for important actions.
Good.
So how do you think it is?
I like it. Good.
Thank you so much. It's been a great pleasure and it's been a wonderful teaching. Thank you
Thank you
so
so
much.
much.